I've not played Owlboy in a while. I really like this game. It's kind of an unusual take on the platformer Metroidvania, except that you don't have a jump button. You can just fly everywhere. And you start to wonder, like, man, does that mean it's going to be hard for them to come up with level design space? But it turns out, no, there's actually a lot you could do with that. The other thing I think is really clever is that you carry characters with you, and then the character that you're carrying has some kind of special power. Since it's been a while since we played last, it might take me a few minutes to get back in the hang of the controls. But can't fly when there's a waterfall, that makes sense. I had a puzzle around here involving pulling a rock up, so let's see if I can do it. That thing sucks in my clouds. I can use rocks to block them. But if I drop the rock too far, it ceases to exist. Are you a boy that is an owl, or an owl that is a boy? That's a good question. Oh, it's incorrect, actually. Apparently when I dropped the block, it got pulled into that thing automatically. That's interesting. That behind. My rock. You. The whole like story situation with the titular Owlboy is kind of dark. Like, it's not working the way I expected it to. That's why I need to throw it. Fill this with water. Cool. I really like the puzzle design of this game, it's cool. If I pick him up, I can shoot. He doesn't care if I abandon him. I apparently ended last session with very little health, so I'm glad that was there. Art in this game is gorgeous too. This game was on Chaos's list for the Indie Day, but since it was already featured on Subblock, I figured we'd play some stuff that had never been featured on stream. I think the thing that makes this game work is that you have a summon ally button. If you didn't have that, it would be kind of frustrating. Yeah, I can just tap RB to grab the guy, but I had to go back and pick him up every time. They do make you do that in the first like 20 minutes of gameplay, like manually pick him up and drop him. And one of the first upgrades you get lets you teleport him around. I only do damage if I hit him in the butt. I'm curious what the other followers are going to do, if they're all going to be projectile based. There's a lot of different things they could do with it. Did that make it? It may have made it. Okay. It's cool if a core mechanic is introduced in a weaker, less convenient fashion first and then upgraded. Yes, exactly. I think it's just a general... It's a good thing to do when you're trying to teach someone anything. Like, even if you're trying to teach somebody math, for example, I think the right way to teach somebody math is to teach them the hard way to do it, and then give them the shortcut, and they're like, oh, okay. You don't want to teach somebody multiplication before you teach them addition, because multiplication is basically just an addition shortcut. Dark Souls 1 bonfire teleporting. Yeah, I agree. I like that there's no teleporting until very late in the game in Dark Souls 1. I guess once it unlocks, it would be nice if it unlocked for every bonfire in the game, because by that point you've probably been everywhere and it's not that big of a deal. Would it be impossible to teach someone multiplication without addition? Good question. That's an obvious example, but there's some other things like that, especially in learning math, where there's a shortcut way to do it and then there's a hard way to do it. And usually what happened was, you know, when the first thing was first discovered, they did it the hard way, and then some mathematician came around and found a shortcut. And it's tempting to just teach you the shortcut right away and not make you figure it out the way people used to have to do it. It's like, you should let people use calculators because they're going to have calculators in the real world, but they should understand what they're using the calculator for and appreciate like what the shortcut is doing. Interesting. So I can grab one of these. Why do I want that? Fill it with water, that's interesting. I don't think spraying water on these things does anything, right? Oh, that's cool. The waterfalls make it easy to refill. That's cool. I think that's an important rule. The other rule is if you're going to teach the player a new mechanic, you need to put them in a room and lock the door behind them. Force them to understand how the mechanic works before you let them progress. This might be a boss room. Hard to be 100% sure with all those skulls leading into it. Gnomes. Must have stumbled in their lair. These things are seriously lethal. Poor eyesight, they've got crazy hearing. They can hear you flapping your wing from miles away. Don't try to fly. So they're doing like traditional, scary, you know, Brothers Grimm gnomes, not fun Warcraft gnomes. Get spotted, run for your life. Remember to teleport me out. I like the look on Owlboy's face. Oh yeah, they're not kidding about the eyesight. Doo-doo. I actually have to be in the circle to be in trouble. So they hear the sound of me landing on the rock, I see. Whew, I didn't deserve that. I don't think I can get up here, can I? This must be a shortcut when I don't have to deal with the gnomes. This is also a neat way to explore this, like, oh, it's a platformer Metroidvania, but you don't have to jump because you can fly everywhere. Like, have a little sequence where it takes away the flying and you suddenly appreciate it. Yeah, the gnomes have really good hearing, so if I fly, they hear me and come murder me instantly. Known for being quiet flyers. Not this Owlboy. I'm a really shitty flyer. That was the plot of the beginning of the game. Come on, buddy, let's go. Interesting. Okay. Not yet clear on why I want to plug that. As far as I know, there aren't any... clouds nearby at all? Okay, I see what I have to do with that. Can I set this down, maybe? Oh, there's a cloud. Okay. I guess it was being sucked in by the other thing. Guessing going over this destroys my cloud? It does. Can this thing catch the bomb? That would be cool. It can. That's cute. Whoops. I don't know if I have limited time while carrying those things before they explode. That's part of what I'm worried about. Hey. Oh, it turned the waterfall off. That's cool. I guess I can overheal? I'm not super clear on how that works, though. People have a lot of faith in me. How does it look in here? I can just drop them to their deaths. I think it looks like the pirates that attacked our village. Sky pirates. And the art on that ship is really cool looking. But it's the... I think Spikey pointed this out, but that's totally the Link to the Past font in the same text scrolling sound effect at the end. Kid's wearing an authentic owl cloak. It's your apologies. Oh, that's cool. He's being carried too. I like it. A little hook in his back. Repair the turret. Oh, I see. That's cool. Nice. Thanks to Owl Spice. Oops. That was Bjahan's bad joke's fault. It's terrible. Oh shit. Okay, it can shoot twice now. It's good to know. I'm gonna die, shit. Phase 3. Yep, I'm dead. Alright, we'll try again. The death animation, too. Spinning in place when the screen goes black. That's cute. Like how the game controls nothing like Zelda, but it's basically Zelda. It has a lot of Zelda inspiration there. Let's actually move out of the way, maybe. If I have an aerial dodge, that will help a lot. Aerial dodge. Three shots now, makes sense. We get it? Been bested. It's customary to admit defeat. I like this guy. Proudly part of his crew or just pawns in his ruthless plot? Dares to have it the captain with your prissy accusations? Real crew of pirates would never abandon each other. Oh, cool. Maybe he'll team up with me. Whoa. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the guy that robbed us at the beginning of the game. You got it. What are you babbling about? So he has like 4 arms? I'm reading his character model correctly, or sprite. He's like a spider. That's cool. We really need if the final boss is someone else that's being carried by something. You have remarkable resilience and put up an honorable fight. Please accept my apologies. Okay, because he's not joining my party. He is, although quite a bit more literally. Isn't there a man spider in the Spider-Man comics at some point? There's some alternate universe version of Spider-Man where he actually turns into a spider. Let's check that real quick. Spider-Man's probably the silliest in terms of alternate universe variations. Spider-Pig. It's horrifying, kind of dumb. Gosh. Let's not die after the boss fight. Great work up there, my thanks. I, Alphonse, would be honored to join your crew if you would accept me. Shit, yeah. Yay, look how happy Otis is. Don't get too surprised when you get teleported around. Nice! I like the little flair they put in the animation there. A gallant and friendly former pirate. Loves theater and poetry. Shotgun shoots a fire blast that burns trees and damages enemies. Okay, sweet. Dang. Oh, I can just do it later if he doesn't have the shotgun shot available. That's cool. It's gotta be a quick... oh shit. I forget how Spider-Pig works, but I think that is the case, yeah. Let's see if there's a quick character switch. There is! Brilliant. Yeah, the game controls in this game feel really good. Given that I'm like carrying a bunch of different people around, they probably shouldn't. But it's because it all happens instantly and I don't have to like pick up the different characters and carry them around. There's another version of this game that's not fun at all. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. I think his name is Spider-Ham, right? Pretty sure he's going to be in the new animated Spider-Man movie. It looks really cool. With Miles Morales. Looks about as good as the Venom movie looks bad. I don't know if the Venom movie actually was bad, but... oh, we need to have a fat guy. That's cool. Puzzle design space, folks. I need to check what this is first before I go in there. Stupid and fun. I heard it was like self-aware too. The heavy, he looks like a giant penguin. He looks like the penguin guy from, Hat in Time. Moonlighting as a pirate. Oh, it was fun in the way Suicide Squad was fun. Okay. Suicide Squad is so bad. It's a train wreck you can't look away from. It's really one of the biggest offenses to good storytelling I've ever seen. Though it's apparently mostly an editing problem that a YouTube video I posted and cool stuff. Entertaining for the wrong reasons, sure. Shit. Oh my god. I love the little shotgun shell that pops behind him, too. This game just has really nice attention to detail. It feels very polished. It is like when the little left trigger indicator there in the bottom left corner, when it pops in and changes what its purpose is, it flashes briefly. And like it like increases in size and like does this little press animation. Really cool. Oh, this is the puzzle I solved earlier, right? I have a map in this game? I don't remember. So there are a finite number of coins in the game, which I think is pretty cool. Me and liking finite XP, finite currency systems. It's harder to make a game where that stuff is finite. Poor guy. Ah, I have an idea. Or not. Interesting. I may have had to have picked stuff up and thrown them at those guys in the past, I don't remember. Looks like the shotgun does not really work, though. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can have that. You can have a game that has infinite XP and still be difficult to 100%. Like, there's infinite XP and money in Final Fantasy VII, but I can still feel like I didn't finish that if I didn't do all the side quests and chocobo racing and stuff. Having an infinite amount of XP and gold is easier in the same way having random battles is easier than placing encounters across the map. Pretty traditional for Metroidvania games to have finite resources, limited number of health power-ups, limited number of missile upgrades, that sort of thing. Are you with us on this? Leading the pirates is one thing. Later, Retro. Sleep well. Really manipulating this guy. Yay! Pirates have gone too far. Alright. Otis' big smile. I really like the, the silent protagonist is one thing, but the, charades protagonist is altogether a different thing. Like, Mario and Super Mario RPG is great. It only works with sillier characters, I feel like, but... Worrisome they're making me fly past that thing. Gnomes again, probably?
Oh my god. Oh my god! Although actually it was sort of obvious.
Whoa! It's like a frog thing. The statue looked like an owl, too. Oh shit. Oh god. This is a cool sequence. Oh, I gotta jump! No! I think I was allowed to take one hit. Oh, can't handle the water, it looks like. That was pretty sweet. I like the way they varied the challenge of getting out of there. Okay, you gotta just run as fast as you can, you gotta dodge enemies, you gotta shoot out rocks. You eating cheese and drinking alcohol?
Yep.
Very nice.
It's the start of my long weekend.
Alright. You gonna join for any of the 24-hour stream, you think?
When do you start? Wait, it's tonight?
No, tomorrow.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you were starting tomorrow morning.
It's our time, well, hold on. 10. It's 9 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Okay.
This is my wife, Andrew. God, the kitties are gonna go insane with that cheese here.
Hey, Andrew's here.
Open your door and I'll be disappointed.
Here comes...
Hey, everyone.
Probably gonna want the spray bottles right there. Just be
Yep,
ready.
cheese and alcohol. Because earlier this week, so I guess this is a long, uninteresting story. I love
That I'm gonna go ahead and tell.
egg salad.
Yeah.
And there's a bagel place here that sometimes has egg salad for like a sandwich, but not all the time. So I'm used to wanting egg salad, but not being sure if I'm gonna get it. But we went to the grocery store and they had egg salad. So I got to be the master of my egg salad destiny. But I was at work one day and I was like, oh man, I kind of want to go out to this restaurant in town because I was looking at their menu and they had a cheese plate. I was like, I really want some cheese. But then I was like, but I also want an egg salad sandwich. And then I realized I could have both. I could go to the grocery store and buy my own cheese.
Didn't have to go to a restaurant.
Nope.
Retrieve that Gouda
This is why they pay me the big
You
bucks.
see this is from Stream. I'm glad you retrieved that Gouda from the file.
Oh,
Your husband.
I know, right?
Did you see the
He
message
just
I
like
sent you
sits.
from him earlier?
Yeah, so there was a Gouda pun.
Yeah. Could have
Gouda.
sworn I had left some cheese in the fridge. You wouldn't have to know anything about this, Mars.
Yeah.
And then Yahan was like, "Are you sure your cheese was good enough for Marstead to take it?"
Yeah, right now I'm eating the Gorgonzola Dolce. It's really creamy.
today I was in the fridge. I was hungry this morning, and I was looking at stuff, and I saw the cheese. Like, oh, that. Oh, nope. No, I'm not touching that. Nope. Not after what Andrea said.
Here, Ben, you can lick this. No, you don't like gorgonzola?
Whoa. Pretty.
What's this game called?
Owlboy.
Alright, that's... makes sense.
Yeah.
We're owl exterminators.
You won't have any trouble exterminating this owl. It's kind of a long hallway sequence. It's cool. To hide for now. You cannot be seen with me here. When the time comes, summon me with your teleporter. I must be off. This guy's my teacher. He's a huge dick. Really mean to me for being bad at flying.
Well, stop being bad at flying. There's a solution to this.
No, it's just the character. It's in the opening scene. He's bad at flying. Like his backstory. Wish I could have sent someone competent instead. Control room is broken. The Owl Temple's been shut down for years. We're all familiar with your slackery. You bring shame to owls everywhere.
Ouch.
Most of all, you. Oh, he's about to cry. Skip some text there on accident. Just trying to fast run the text scrolling, not to go to the screen. Our dreadnoughts are too heavily fortified to assault with our own ships. We can only hope that our turret fire will work.
He's still about to cry.
Get it?
Like,
Bonacci and Fib? It was really mean to him. This is his whole life to go do, and he tried really hard. And the guy's like, you're useless, and you're a shameful... Did you get it? Fibonacci?
mm-hmm.
Oh, if you, like, went into work, and not saying that you guys have this, I know it would be classified if it was, so don't tell me if it is or not, but if you guys had a time machine at work, and someone brought you by the time machine and said, hey, can you press this button? Hey, can you, like, click this thing? And it was like 3 minutes of interaction with the time machine with someone who knew what they were doing. If you then ran into that same time machine, you know, a week later, would you feel confident that you understood how it worked?
Okay, let me try to repeat what you just said.
Yeah.
So I'm at work.
Yep.
Someone has a time machine.
Yep.
And they tell me to push a button on the time machine.
Yeah.
And then I walk away.
Yep.
And then a week later, I see the same time machine. Is it
Yeah.
the same place?
Let's say that it is. It's not.
Right.
It's a prototype version of the same time machine in a different place. But you remember that you pressed a button that one time, so you feel pretty confident as a physicist to be able to handle it, right?
Wait. So, how do I know this isn't the same time machine?
It's in a different location. It's a huge
Well, but
machine.
maybe-
Previously, it was in a university. This one is. Everyone knows time machines don't have buttons.
Well, if it's not the same time machine, then I don't think I would really know how it works.
But if it was the same time machine, you would?
Well, what happened when I pushed the button?
Really bad shit. Really bad
Well,
shit.
then don't push the button again.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't think I knew how it worked just because I pushed a
Okay.
button.
We played a game where this guy's a physicist and his brother's like a journalist. Is the main character of Quantum Break a journalist? And there's a sequence like that where his brother, or not his brother, but Littlefinger tells him, "Hey, press these buttons." And then like a couple hours later, they find another time she's like, "Don't worry, I've worked with these before." Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Well, also, because a time machine is not like, an Apple laptop. It's not mass marketed. This is like some randos thrown together thing in their basement.
We defeated a giant mechanical frog guardian. Someone was responsible for the eye. I really like that the owl statue turned into a frog. That was cool too. It was a perspective thing. Purnell. She's a rocket scientist. Crazy rocket scientist. I figured if there's like a theming to everyone's names. We got Otis the Owl, Getty, Alphonse, we have the Fibonacci guys, now Colonel. I think I'm allowed to get out of here. We can talk, I guess. Don't hit my fuel storage. Can I hit the fuel storage? Strix, Bonacci, and Fib. When I hear Getty, I think Geddy Lee as well.
Who's Geddy Lee?
The singer slash bassist slash keyboardist for Rush.
Oh, nice.
Stack. No kidding. Is this font is the same as a Link to the Past font, and like the noise it makes when you scroll through it is from Link to the Past. Stop the Dreadnought. Sneak in through the bomb chutes and set off an explosive charge. That sounds dangerous.
Why is the pirate helping you?
He's a good pirate now. He's honorable. He's joined my party and abandoned the pirates. Otis and Getty are great guys. They wouldn't lie. Hey, he's got one bird foot and one peg leg. He just joined my party before he sat down. We fought him in a boss fight, and then his friend was a big jerk and he was all nice. Hi Ben, you trying to get the cheese? He wants the cheese, so he seems smelling.
Yep.
Ben really wants the cheese.
So, I've been trying for the last couple of minutes to remember the drummer of Rush's name, and all I keep doing in my head is Rush Limbaugh,
No,
which is not right.
That is incorrect. It's Neil Peart.
Neil Peart!
And Alex Lifeson is the guitarist. He's a really good guitarist, but the fact that Geddy Lee is such an amazing bassist, singer, and keyboardist, and Neil Peart is like the greatest drummer of all time kind of overshadows him. But he's also very good. Asian is
Hey,
massive.
usually a guitarist is like a frontman.
Alright. Yeah, Geddy Lee plays bass and keyboard at the same time while singing. Try not to be seen. As pirates see you, they will hunt you relentlessly. There's a sequence earlier where I had to hide from killer gnomes. Pistol won't help much here. Sneaky, sneaky.
Hooray, a stealth mission, said no one ever.
I don't mind stealth sometimes. It's done well. Gnomes are bad news.
I hate stealth missions.
Whoops. Oh, Jesus. Well, ouch. I don't like stealth missions in games where they haven't really thought about it. They're just putting it in for no reason. Oh, you know what comes out next week?
Spyro?
Yeah, Spyro.
Nice.
Sure, you're hype. Oh, I see. It's cute. I like teleport these guys and carry them, and then they can have different powers. Like this guy's a little shotgun, you got a little pistol. Ben cannot see when you do that. Ben, I can't see when you do that. I know he wants the cheese really badly. Does Spyro have stealth missions? You just give him a huge chunk of cheese?
Yes.
Oh my god. I would have liked that cheese.
Oh, now they're fighting.
It was an enormous chunk of cheese. You didn't just give him like a little piece. Oh, I'm really jealous. I'm sure Spyro has a stealth mission. It has
Yes,
to.
it definitely does. Here, you want?
I do. Thank you very much for the cheese. For the significant amount of cheese.
All right, Spyro is all these little like mini quests.
Right. So it's got all
And
kinds
like
of
one of the mini quests is a stealth thing. So I'm trying to think. There's two that come to mind. One where there's this big guy and he's like, I'm gonna go to my secret hideout where we have treasure, but you don't, only people who are part of the club know where the secret hideout is, so you have to like follow him. Yeah. And then you run into the secret hideout. He's like, oh, you must be a new member. If you know where it is, here, have this treasure.
This guy's great. Oh man, oh jeez. He's gonna be another one of my party members. He's got his own gun. Ben still wants more cheese.
Of course.
Serves you right for never feeding the cats.
God, Dylan.
Sir, legends speak of a place where a grown man can buy his own cheese. Don't have to take yours.
I like you, sir. You're funny. You understand.
Buy your own fucking cheese. Not gonna be a party.
But yeah, basically I had egg salad and cheese for dinner like 3 times this week. It was awesome.
Do you want to do anything for dinner, or are you full from all that cheese you just ate?
I'm gonna be pretty full.
Okay.
I might be ready, or I might be up for some bagel bites.
Oh, okay. You started to say up for, like, this is something that will make both of us very happy. I like that you have bagel bites and it brings you joy. But I'll be making bagel bites for you, right? God, Ben, please stop walking in front of the screen. This is pretty mild as far as stealth missions go. It's very forgiving so far. It's a bomb drone thing. Pizza's on a bagel. You can have pizza anytime.
You can go guess it.
love this whole thing that, like, when pizza's not on a bagel, it's unreasonable to have pizza at any other time.
Yeah, what are you, a fucking savage?
Put it on a bagel. And suddenly anything is possible.
Slash, going back to Serp's thing, it reminds me of this joke, although I'm pretty sure he got it from a movie, I just don't know which one. My dad would always say growing up, where he would be like, well, enough about me. What do you think about me?
That's pretty good.
So, is a bagel dog also in the same vein?
Bagels are breakfast food and pizza is lunch dinner food, so it balances out.
Yeah. Repeating my question about bagel
Wait.
dogs.
I guess it's never occurred to me that bagel bites are a breakfast.
They do make breakfast bagel bites.
Okay. I realized the hole I just walked into as I said that out loud. I don't think I've ever seen like a commercial for bagel bites that presents them as like a, hey everybody, good morning, here's some pancakes and bagel bites.
I love how they present them as a snack food and I eat them for dinner.
Hot dogs
Because
are-
I'm an adult.
That's basically the best part of being an adult. You can have potato chips whenever you want, and you can have self-loathing all the time.
I don't have self-loathing all the time.
That's good to hear. Are you really a millennial?
Yes.
Okay.
I did, right,
Just
millennials,
certificate.
I was born in 1986. Doesn't that make
Yeah,
me a millennial?
It does, yes.
Okay. I thought that may be like Gen Y or something.
They called us Gen Y for a while until they came up with the name millennials. Just like they'll come up with a new name for Gen Z.
Oz.
Sup guys, Vsauce here.
Ooh, I love corn dogs.
You have corn dogs in the freezer.
Ooh, maybe I'll have corn dogs for
You
dinner.
have ketchup too.
Awesome.
They're like corn dog bites too, so they
Yeah.
are convenience.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll have that for dinner.
There you go. I need to trigger this
Ooh,
one.
I'd try vegan corn dog bites.
Hmm. Corn dog bites are in the air fryer. You can have corn dogs anytime. I know that's right. Oh, I need these really badly, don't I? It's a hungry Owlboy.
What is he eating? Like rat pellets?
Why would you say?
Because that's what owls eat! Don't they like eat rats and then like regurgitate the bones and there's a special name for the pile of bones?
Is it a pellet?
I thought it was a pellet.
Did you regurgitate the bones? Hi, Ben. You know there's not any cheese left, right?
Yep, we ate it all. Like
Him and
poop
Marty-
owl pellets. See? I wasn't completely off.
What about pellets?
Except
of
being
fur and
completely
bone?
off.
What's up? She's huge. She's just very tall. Sure. What if he drops me? I'm glad they commented on it. They all seem very trusting of me.
Oh, fine, you can have. I didn't do owl pellets. I did a frog though, and my frog had this big gray thing in it when we opened it up, and we're like, is that a liver? Turns out it was a stomach. It died on a full stomach, so we dissected the stomach, and there are a bunch of fly parts in there.
I did owl pellets in school too.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were called pellets though.
There you go. More you know.
Please don't drop me.
Also did a fetal pig and a crawfish. What the fuck else? Oh, and a earthworm. Is there anything else? I think that was it. I remember I had bio where we would dissect things like right before lunch, which was really unfortunate.
There we go. She's got like a baseball bat. I don't know how they came up with this gameplay mechanic of like you're flying constantly and you're carrying different people and different people have different abilities. I don't think I've played any game that's kind of remotely like that. Oh shit.
Have you tried not getting hit?
That works. They just taught me about that too. God, this is like a terrifying Mario Maker stage. At least I can deflect them. Hey. Bonanza! Let's get her out of there. Okay. She's an old samurai granny? That's awesome. And an owl. That's awesome. Get it, Granny. She's a good jumper.
Do they just teleport?
I have a power that I unlocked that lets me teleport them.
Right.
Her name is Bonanza. I hope she's a party member later. That's interesting. Even if we only have 3 fixed party members for the whole game, they've just established that you can have temporary ones for certain dungeons and levels, like this.
Like in Kingdom
guy
Hearts.
here. Yeah, exactly. I really like that. Bonanza! I don't think the girl with the broken leg that I'm carrying right now is a permanent character.
Oh, she has a broken leg. I mean, send that bitch to the glue factory.
Jesus Christ, Andrew. Her leg's broken. That's why I'm carrying her. I have no health here, so...
You're fucked.
Yeah. Ooh.
Womp womp.
It's kind of the game that put me right back there, though. This is where I died last time. Yay!
Oh, you almost made it last time. Then you would have died here.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Where are you? On a pirate ship?
I'm in a floating city. There's a pirate that's attacking us. Bonanza! You're the best. Here we go. That'd be a good stopping point. That's time, but I'm gonna wait till we get out of the cutscene here.
So, did you defeat the pirates?
We're trying to escape.
No.
Spleesh.
We were behind.
Cool. And there's the autosave icon, so we're good. Thanks, everybody. It's been a treat as always. I hope folks will be able to tune in for the 24-hour stream tomorrow, or at least for some part of it.
When do you start?
I start at 9 a.m. Pacific, and I go until 9 a.m. Pacific the next day. I'll let everyone know what's going to be on there.